received 1/8 of an inch this morning. It stopped raining now. Well, it's around 1 p.m. now, and I locked the cattle out of this area. Stopped raining. Sun's out off and on because of the cloudy. But it's not supposed to be. It's only in the 60s, but oh, when the sun's shining and the humidity from that 1/8 inch of rain, it's sticky out here. Sticky. I got locked out. I got to open that gate to get out of here. But I fixed this. I fixed this gate here. I didn't record nothing though. My phone was charging. Yeah, I rewired it. I put an insulator over there, and then made that and connected that insulator, the wire on that side, to the underground wire. And I put a gate hook over here, so when I want to unhook this gate, I just unhook both hooks, then rehook it through here. It's a lot easier now. I don't have to go down there and turn the fence off. I don't even know where it is. Oh, down there. Besides, when I came out earlier today, that's it. She's still reaching for my apples. You can't reach it, huh? She can't get the apples on top then. Oh, she got something. She's gonna rip the whole limb down. Yeah, she got something off of it that time. He could probably reach higher. He's got longer legs. Yeah, but they can't. Hopefully they don't tear the limbs down. That's what I'm afraid of. Hook it with their horn and drag it. She's reaching for it. I'm gonna have to. I may have to put a fence around it again. I used to have a barbed wire fence around it, but that didn't work. They ate right through the barbed wire. I'll put one of those panels around. Yeah, she's cleaning everything off the bottom. Same thing on the pears. They clean everything off the bottom of these too. Anyway, this is fixed. But I still locked them out though. Got to get out. They ate some. They didn't eat a whole lot. They weren't in here very long. That was their choice. Anyway, I got to unload and reload for what I'm not doing any concrete work today, but I'm doing other work. Out in the big pasture, so I'm going to take the tools that I need today. I don't need most of this stuff. I'll take off what I don't need. So what do I need? I need to mix some vegetable oil, Dawn, and permethrin in that container there. I'll transfer it to the other container that I have there that I used to apply it. It didn't have to be Dawn. It could have been any dishwashing liquid, but I chose that. Let's mix them up. I never know what the ratio is, but I know there's more oil, less of that, because during wintertime, when it's cold or gets old, the solution gets real stiff. It's almost like a cream. And the permethrin for the flies. That's supposed to repel flies too or something, but we'll see. I saw that on YouTube somewhere. About half of the vegetable oil. Now I want to put some Dawn in. I never know how much to put in, but I'll put some in. Less than the vegetable oil though. I guess I put about half of the Dawn in too. Now for some permethrin. A couple ounces should be enough. Looks like I gotta buy some more. But I need it for the carpenter bees eventually. Well, I went ahead and put 4 ounces in. Just to get the ball rolling out there on that order. First I gotta put it back up. Hope I can do that. I need something to tie it to. I'll take some string or something, a rope. Give it a good shake get it all mixed together. That's all. Makes a pretty color. I can hear the carpenter bees buzzing around, but this ain't for them. I got some wire. I got insulators in there. I got a couple shovels in case I need them for something. And then I got the stuff for the cattle rub and oiler. I got a rope and a wire. Maybe I can use that to retie the cattle rub up to where it's supposed to be. I'm not sure exactly what broke, but I'm pretty sure it's the rope that goes inside of it. They always break there. I'll just put a new one on. Well, at least on the end anyway. I can't go all the way through it, but I replaced them on the end. Yeah, we'll see if I can do it again. All right, let's head out there. I can open the other gate. Open that now. Okay, gate's open. I want to check the cattle one more time before I go. I see all four of them. Cow pair, the older heifer down there. The red bull's in the water over here under the tree, and the white one. And the other two, he's been calling. He's over there in that pen by the barn. Oh no, I was wrong. The old heifer is under the tree. That's the red bull right there. He's trying to get out of the pond. Yeah, I can see her underneath, below the bull. Cry all you want to, you're not getting out. He wants to go out with them. He misses them. And looking at him all the time doesn't help, but there's nothing I can do about that. He's in there until he's taken to the butcher in June. When I made the appointment, I thought it would be all a couple weeks. And that was in February. I should have made an appointment in November if they're that far behind. Yeah. But I wasn't ready for him. I was still hoping he'd be breeding somebody, but he can't breed. He had a whole year more to do that. Okay, I'm going to head out to the big pasture and get a little work here and there done. I'll just pass over the bridge. I'm going to do the oiler first. Cattle rub oiler. I'm using the air con in the truck. Looks pretty good from here. I think I did a pretty good job. I still want to do something on the end where the ramp is supposed to be. I want to make it more a gradual ramp so it won't be such a big bump when we hit it with a tractor or anything. I'm going to stop here. I'll catch you later, cattle. I'm going to leave the gate open. For me, anyway. This shouldn't take too long. I'm just going to pull in. Ironweeds are already growing. I can see them out there. Yeah, they're already growing out in the pasture. Now's the time to spray them, but I'm not going to do it. I'm mowing with the sickle bore like I did last year. Well, I got it back up and I got it charged with some solution. I'll show you what I did. Wasn't much. I refilled the same container I used last year. They don't have any holes in it, so it's in good shape. And the solution I made filled that up, and there was just a little bit left, so I poured it on there. And then I poured some more from there on there. A lot of it went to the ground, but I guess that helped. too. You can see where that inner rope that goes all the way down. It goes all the way down to the other end. It broke. I even had a an old rubber hose in there to keep it from hitting, rubbing on the metal. But I guess it was rubbing the way it was. See, it was probably rubbing on this metal here. Every time they go in and out, it shakes. So this time I put wire on it, and I think that'll hold for now. The other side don't look much better. The other side is frayed. This has already been repaired. This one broke. This yellow rope is the original rope that goes down the middle. That broke a long time ago. I put a clamp on it, but it looks like it got rubbed off. But it's still holding it here. But I tied it again with wire. I used a smaller wire though this time because I had it. I was going to use it over there, but I decided to use a big one instead on that one. This is still holding a little bit. I tightened it up a little bit. Still good here on this rope. Yeah, but it'll hold for a little while longer. By the time it gives out, I'll probably need a new rubber anyway because stuffing's falling out of this one. There's an old one. I think it got laid to the side, and the cattle's, there's part of it there. I must have laid it to the side to pick it up later, and by the time I got here to pick it up, the cattle had knocked it into their path and covered it all up, so I just left it. Job didn't take long. I think I even raised it up a little bit, but not my much. Looks like I might need some new socks, or some more socks on there, or longer socks, longer something. Anyway, it's good for now. Your salt block's still holding up. Yeah. Okay, I gotta go through that gate. I don't know if I can make that turn. I go in forward. I think I can make that turn. I'm gonna give it a shot. I need to make that turn. I'm gonna go up this road. I think I make that turn. I don't know if I've ever done it before. If not, I'll maneuver it so I do. Let's see if I can get out of here. What am I hitting? Must have been in a hole. It feels like I'm struggling. Let's see if I can make that. I don't think I can make that turn, but I'm going to give it a try. If I get all the way over here. I don't think I can make it. I don't think I've ever, that's why I've never tried it before. I know it won't work. Ah, heck with it. I ain't gonna even try. I'll come over here and turn around. So I left this area wider so I can turn around when I want. This works. That's a lot better. Works a lot better. I guess I better close the gate when I get to the top. I'll close this one too, though. Content. I haven't driven up here for a while. Maybe I did, I don't remember. I need to let the cattle, once the bridge is done, I'll let the cattle in this area. I'll let them eat some of this. I wanted grass to grow. I sowed grass, but I don't think it grew much. Whatever's growing was already here. I'd like to get some rock on here this summer. That's why I'm fixing. That's why I'm reinforcing the bridge for a big truck to come here with a load of rock. Don't know if it'll happen this year though. Came in my little 6-foot gate that I put in this year. Let's see what it looks like when I get done. So I got the panel out. It's laying down over there. It's all bent up. It's going to be hard to straighten it for what I need. But I can do it, I think. There's a lot of black plastic underneath that net wrap. That was my dump, I guess. Maybe, yeah, before, that's right, before we used round bales, I had square bales. So and we were covering the square bales up with black plastic. Keep them dry. There's one that was rolled up. That one was all underneath everything. I couldn't pull it out any farther. The net wrap was too heavy. So I kind of used it as a fence over there. Yeah. I have to clean that up one of these days. But right now I just want to get it out of my way. I got to put a couple strands of wire in there. And I noticed something else. Down there and close that gate before they go in, because they can get out. Too late. I got to chase them back out now. You're not allowed in there. Not yet. Turn around and go back. You came in, now go out. Move. Move. I know this is good. I'll let you in some other time. No, no. You go out. Ah. Yeah. You too. Huh. Oh, you're coming back, aren't you? Yeah. Well, I'll fix you. I was a little bit too late. At least they didn't go in. Now I gotta get her out. Ah, everybody wants to come in now. I could let them in, but I'd have to close the gate by the bridge. I don't really want to do that because I'm not done down there yet. I gotta cross that ditch and then get her to go there. Then I can, when I open it, maybe I can chase them out and let her go out. First I gotta get her across this ditch. Okay, let's go. I gotta cross over down there where she did. On the wrong side of the fence, girl. No, she's got a taste of that grass. But I'm not ready to let her in here yet. I gotta get you out of here, girl. Come on. Cooperate with me. Come on. You just had to follow your mama in, didn't you? Okay, that's part of it. I can't jump down there with my back. Let me go through there again. I'll be able to get her out with them standing there. Can't wait. You're gonna have to get out of the way. I want to get her out. Okay, go. Go. Go, go. Oh, good. Thank you. I had to hit him with the gate. Those two. Okay. Should have closed the gate from the beginning. I thought I could watch him, but I was too slow. I guess I'm lucky I caught him when I did. Otherwise, the whole herd would have been in there. Ah. Ah. Okay, go back to work. Other work that I came out here for, not chasing cattle work. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, I gotta put at least 2 strands up. And I got to figure out how to keep that panel away from the... I could just remove that panel if I wanted to. Let's see. I got an idea. I'll see what I can do with it. I got it up. Two strands on the bottom. I should raise up that insulator up a little bit. The bottom ones are okay. I'll raise that insulator up one notch. Yeah. I don't think they'll go through there. Yeah, that's better. I can do. I got to turn it on over there with that hook. Looks okay to me. I kept that thing away. I got a board with some nails in it. It was just laying there, so I used it as a brace between them on the top. And on the bottom, I got an old piece of wood. Looks like it got burnt. I got it drove in a little bit with my shovel, not very far, but enough to tie it. And then I got that other log braced, so cows won't put. Besides, it's pointy on the end. Those are cut off, so I don't think the cows are, unless they scratch on them, which I don't think. I think it's too pointy for that. Anyway, done. I got the panel I wanted. It's going to take some effort to straighten it up, but I guess I got time for that. Let me lock that and chain that gate over there. Fence is turned on. I got to test it, make sure the fence is still working. Yeah. No, that insulator looks low. Oh well. I could fix it easy, but I think it's okay. I was working on this fence, those two wires. All the cattle came down through here. Some of them went down that way, some of them went this way. They all went down into those woods. And they already came out over that way. Well, I completed the job up here that I wanted to do. Oh, I didn't test the fence yet, but I will. Look at the two babies, two calves over there from this year. And there's a white cow's calf laying down over there. The other two yearlings are over here. That's a yearling. She'll be a true yearling tomorrow. April 25 was her birthday last year. And that's the mama, and I thought she'd have a calf by now. They usually have a calf before they had a calf the year before. Oh well. I'll just keep an eye on her. Her and the white cow are the only two that didn't have a calf yet. The red cow had hers. Where's the red cow? Wait a minute. Oh, that must be the red cow behind the white one. Yeah, she lost her calf in February. I'm not sure what happened to it, but it was dead. Time I found it, vultures had stripped it clean, except for the skin and bones. So it had to be dead at least a couple of weeks. And that's when the weather was cold too. So I'm pretty sure she had it. I found it first week of March, so I'm sure she had it in February sometime, end of February. But I guess since it was a newborn calf, I guess the meat was tender already. Okay, I gotta go open that gate when I get down there. Job is done here. Put a fence up in place. I took that out. I want to use it on the bridge if I can. Here's another project I want to do. I'm in a not very big hurry because I don't have any cattle to sort or haul. But I want to put a solid board I got it at home, 2x8 by 10, I believe. Should go all the way across. And I'm gonna. They're gonna rest up here first before they head back down to the creek. But I'm sure they'll find the creek again. They always do. Let's close this gate behind me. That should be far enough. They're still up there. And I stopped to close this gate. I realized, oh, I got a short panel there. And there was a bent up panel down there, but part of this end here was straight, so I cut that off there. I cut off a small piece that wrapped around the post. So I'm going to have two short pieces to work with too, in case that long one don't work out. That's about 7 foot, and that's about 9 foot. I just use my feet. That's close. Nice cows. And bull too. Oh, it's pretty hot. Truck only says 72, but feels hotter. Look at that pasture. All those taller weeds is ironweed. Let's get a better look at it. Yeah, those are all ironweeds. The best way is to spray it, but that's a lot of walking and carrying a heavy backpack of spray. But I've done it before in my younger days. But if I don't get to it for a while, I can always hook up the sycamore, and I did that last spring. I used a sycamore to cut, but it grew back. As long as it don't grow back, go to seed, I guess that's okay. Ah, the oiler's up again. Where is it? I can't see it. In the phone anyway. There it is. It's up and oiled. See how long it stays up. Okay, off to the bridge. Gate's closed. There. Yeah, I still got to decide how I want to actually do that on this end of the ramp. There's a red car going by over there. It's drivable now. I mean, I don't have to do it. I thought I would be stronger. There won't be much concrete covering it. That's the thing. Well, there's not much covering concrete covering the ramp part, the slanted part here either. But enough to cover the middle. But it's something I'm thinking about it. Either way, whatever. I don't want that metal to go across. Let me lay it out and see what it looks like first. So I got the boards out, four 10-footers, and then that short board, plus the two blocks that were connecting them, splicing them. Now I got to pull a bunch of nails out. Hammer them down. Got all the nails on the same side. and I use that little board to put it against it, so it's easier to pull the nails out that way. I use the hammer as a lever, and the board must be the fulcrum. Is that how it works? Oh, look at that! I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but where the fence is, there's a bunch of spider webs. I can see them floating in the air right there. Spider webs. There's some of them go all the way across. I could see them in the sunlight. Anyway, I'm working on this. Let me pull these out first. It's a lot easier to pull out that way. Bug in my ear. Put those in use nails in a safe place, or I won't run them over. Done here. Take a few photos first. Well, no cattle. I thought I saw some out over there, but they never got down to the pond, or creek. Yeah, I decided to just fill in that area there with a little cement, some sand and cement. That's all I need. To taper that sharp angle there. Make it nice ramp. If I think I need something else there later on, I can always put it. But I just don't want to mess with it no more. I'll get a couple bags for that. No, I need 4. I better get 5 just to be sure. But I think 4 might be too much. But I can use a bag of Quick Creek for a post or something. There's them spider webs up there again. See that? They're blowing. I can see them in the sunlight. Probably can't see it in the camera, but I can see them in my eyes. They stream all the way across. And what was that? What was that? Something back here. Sound like something was splashing in water. I wonder if a deer. Maybe there's a puddle there somewhere. That's awful loud. Huh. Could have been a tree falling. Yeah, it could have been that. It could have been a tree falling. Hope it didn't fall on my fence. Or a tree or a big branch. Something fell. But it sounded like something splashing in water too. Probably a branch fell on something. Oops. Ears are too dry. I can't shut off the working all that concrete. My fingers are dry. Yeah. Couldn't shut off the recording. 6 p.m. I'm done now. Okay, it's after 6 p.m. and I'm done. I got all the lumber taken out. I swept in front of this because I want to add those just a little bit, just to smooth that out there. A little taper. It's just cement and sand. No metal. If it breaks off, it breaks off. Probably okay the way it is, but it's a sharp bump. Might cut a tire or something. Best just smooth it out. Yeah, I thought about putting that metal in there and making it extended out, but that's too much extra work. I'm satisfied with what I got here. Just got to get 4. I'll get 5 bags, but I think I only need 4, maybe not even 4. I might get 6 bags because I want to do some work on that too after I move that log. Yeah, maybe I'll move the log first and see what I need over there where there's a hole. There's a hole underneath that corner. Always been there. Should have fixed it a long time ago. Water only goes in there when it floods, which isn't but once or twice a year. The main problem is that the current the water undercut that corner there. I need to solve that with either concrete or riprap, or a combination of riprap and concrete. But I'll get to that during the summer. This creek the water's too high to work down in there. And the creek's dried up, and I can work down there. Yeah, maybe I'll pull that tree out tomorrow. Yeah, maybe. Or try anyway. Well, I'm done here today. I guess I'm done early. Okay. Let's go back to the house. It rained this morning, but at least I got something done this afternoon. There's just a little bump there. I guess I can live with that. Oh, I'm gonna drive a little farther. I got the board sticking out. Gate's closed. Mostly blue skies. Cattle over there grazing. See, there aren't as many. There's some ironweeds, but not as many in this one. I need to keep an eye on them. Got to keep them from going to seed too. Look what I found. Seed pods from the redbud. Isn't that something? That's what they look like. I don't think you got any seeds in them yet, or small seeds. Put them. There's the cattle out there. There's a cat on top of the hill there, waiting to come in. There's still cat food in the tray. I guess he's waiting for when it's clear.